What's going on, guys? We've got the Subaru Sambar in today, and we're going to be working on some dash cam goodies. This is the A810 Lite. It's a 4K camera straight from 70mai with a 4G connectivity. We're going to get it installed in here, give you a review of how this thing works, and have some fun. Let me ask you for a favor. How about click the like button, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button so that I feel better about making these recordings. Now, at first glance, everything seems well built. Nothing feels flimsy or cheap, which is always a good sign when you're trusting something to sit on your windshield through the hot summers and the cold winters. Let's talk about installation. Honestly, it doesn't look like it'll be that difficult. Alright, so we're inside the Sambar. We've got our 70mai A810 Lite. This is going to be, for me, just sitting probably about right there. Now, one important thing to note is that it's very close to the glass, so we may have to adjust. So we've got some angles here that we can work with. Alright, we're going to see. It's going to be a very tight fit having that circular polarizer on there. But we're going to see if we can make it work. So this will go in, press up. We're going to aim for center mass here on the truck. Take off our sticker and try not to screw this up. Alright, there it is. So that is up. We're going to take off our little remove before decal. We have a power cable, very, very long power cable. It's going to be USB-C for the camera end, and it's going to be USB-A on the power side. So we'll wow, this is a long cable. Cool. All right, so in the Sambar, we've got some space up here that we can run around. There's really no room in there, so we'll probably have to use some of the little stick-on adapters to get it down around. But to start off with, let's put our power in. We're going to come up here. They did give us a nice trim removal slash tool for pressing this stuff in and getting it out of our way. And I'm just going to do a really loose job here to start off with, but for testing we'll just leave this right there. Now the back camera, this will be nice and easy to mount, so let me get a camera switched around and we'll mount the back camera. No, not that one, not that one. Alright, so inside the truck, looking out the back glass, this is our rear facing camera. You'll notice that we've got a sticker, and then we can twist and turn all sorts of directions. So my intention here is to have it just like that. And stick it just like that. And then we'll run our wiring up into the recessed area up here. Now for this, super long cable again. I guess if you've got like a really big SUV and not a half of a thought of a truck, 482 feet of cable would be great. Well, the way these are going to connect, you've got some little adapters here and just press it together. Cool. Now I am going to plug this in first because I don't know if it matters if it's like that or like this. So we're going to try to not screw that up then. So hot in this garage. All right, so I'm going to plug in the USB and we're going to see what we get up here. Now this is just into a 12-volt cigarette lighter for right now. Turning the key, and we're seeing the 70mi light up. All right, so we're going to do English. We're in the US. No. Okay, so I screwed that up, but that's all right. No parking surveillance cable detected. Okay. We can download our app. Format the card. Oh, it even talks to us. All right. Formats. Please connect your app to adjust. All right. So based on this, we're going to go that way. And there he is. The back. We're going to try to get this nice and centered on the back glass. We'll remove our 3M. And there we go. We got the lens centered in the back of the truck. Now we'll take this and get this up, over, and run around to the front. The cable is like so long. Alright, so now that we have our Hardwire Kit set up, it comes with the cellular system as well as the hardwiring for the battery and the fuse block and another power cable. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to actually replace the power cable that we just ran with this. Super. I need to read the instructions first there, idiot. Now, since we have a substantial, at least 3 foot long cable, I'm thinking there's a good chance we're going to mount the actual 4G box behind me because I don't want to see it up there. And then that also gives me space to run down and underneath if I need to for the hardwiring. Now it looks like we've got over 3 feet of hardwiring connection here. Finding the best place to put the box. So they recommend putting this on the dash, but with the contour of the Sambar dash, there's not going to be a really good connection, and putting it up here would just be plain ugly. So we got to figure out where we're going to put this. We could just have it up here out of the way behind the visor, which may be a solid move. We could just stick it right up there on the glass. Now again, this is going to replace the power, hopefully easily. Oop, pull this out without pulling out. Alright, so there's one cable that we no longer need, and here is the cable that we will need. Now we can take this and once again fish a cable all the way around. Hey 70mi, maybe send us some small cables. So as you can see, it was super easy to get this installed. It was super easy to get the app pulled up, to be able to go in, hit remote surveillance, give it a couple seconds to connect, find the 4G cellular. It does come with 300 megs of bandwidth for you to check it out for the first month. About $9 for another month worth of data. That doesn't seem unreasonable to me, especially if you can do it month as month needed. But yeah, there it is. We are looking right now at the front of the truck. The truck is off, and this is all going through the 4G cellular. So as I come up here, there I am, standing here, holding up the phone and the camera, turning around, and it's kind of like Inception. Kind of cool. You guys like the new shirt? Just had it made. You can pick one up for yourself and support the channel. I'll only get like $3 out of the deal, but hey, every $3 is $3 more than I had before, unless the tax man's involved. That's dumb. So there you guys go. We installed the 70mai A810 Lite 4K camera. It's got the 4K camera up front. It's got the 2K camera, I believe it is, in the back. We installed the 4G Hardwire Kit that includes the first 300 megs to just check out the system. Really inexpensive plan as of 2026. And we're able to keep an eye, if we drive this out somewhere, we're able to keep an eye and see who all's looking at it. It's an easy install. I would like to thank 70mai for sending this to us to do a review. I've got nothing bad to say about it. The quality of the equipment seemed great. The ease of install was simple, and it comes with an app that you can use to check out all your videos. So what's not to like? So guys, if you're considering getting a dash cam, I highly suggest you look at 70mai and see if this is the right camera for you. It is their lower model, so it's more affordable to get into having some kind of protection. That being said, real talk, parent to parent. I am so thankful I did not have a dash cam in my daughter's vehicle the day that she had her accident, because I don't know how I could have managed seeing that footage. But installing something like this in your kid's car, in your loved one's car, it's gonna allow you to see their speed, it's gonna allow you to see where they're at, and it's gonna allow you to understand, you know, kids, they lie from time to time. It's gonna let you know and have that backup evidence or comfort that when they leave the driveway every single time, they're doing right. So guys, again, thank you 70mai. Thank you for sending us the camera. We look forward to continuing to test this thing out. Guys, if you have questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to 70mai. They have an excellent customer service center. And yeah, until the next one, ride safe.